This is the last in what I call the Stella series. I just made it up and I'm going to put it in a playlist called the Stella series. I just wanted to show you this one last. I did a overall comparison video, which you can find in the description box down below, where I looked at the boot version of this shoe and also the sort of like shoe version of this shoe. These are called the Elyse platforms, and I've fully found that out now.
Fully?
I've researched properly. These are from my personal collection, so these ones aren't available for sale, but we do have the boot version available. If you're interested, go and watch that video. I wanted to show you these as a comparison, because obviously these aren't like
the average
ones. These are what I call sort of like the more limited edition, like bizarre ones, if you will. They do sandal versions of these, and I have some slip-on like slide ones, and I have some actual like ones with like a overstrap and an ankle strap, they're sandals, and I will do videos of those, but I thought obviously off season you probably want to see the more shoe ones. These can be worn so nicely with socks,
actually
tights, because you've got the cutout detail bit. They're not like a sandal. So these are obviously modelled on the famous ones really are, like
the regular shoes,
the Elyse shoe platform. So these are exactly the same. They've got the narrow toe into the square. They've got the wooden heel, but obviously this varies from shoe to shoe and colourway to colourway. And then it's got the deep tread sole, which is sort of like Stella's trademark. The upper on this one isn't vegan leather. It's canvas. It's like a cotton canvas, and then it's got the nude vegan leather lining, which is the soft sort of like lamb leather equivalent in Stella's world.
Is it soft to put on?
Yeah, it's really soft. And then obviously you've got the same labelled branding inside and all your serial numbers, etc. These ones are worn once, so I can show you the bottoms. And they got the Stella McCartney like perforated logo in there. If you look, I call these the Bumblebee picnic shoes.
I see what you've done there. Yeah, actually some colour here.
But they still got they got the half lace as opposed to a full lace box, so it looks like the toe's really long, but it's not. It's just got that half lace section, and then you've obviously got the cut out sections here. You've got the open sling back heel. I was just saying in the other video, these are a lot more comfy to wear, if you will, because you have the support of like the back strap. Whereas if you don't get the exact size in the shoe version, your foot does slip. Whereas these hold you in more, if that makes sense, like a leisure dress, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I actually didn't realise until you're holding it up and looking at it properly. I just thought there was kind of multi-patterns, but it's basically that the lace piece, if you want, is the separate kind of picnic print, as you just said, the gingham, and the rest is just striped. The whole shoe is striped.
Yeah, and then you've got it's lined in the stripe all the way around. Yeah, which is quite a nice feature, I think.
It makes it very luxurious, doesn't it?
The wooden sole, I actually find a bit more comfy than the compressed sort of like, what is it, like foamy, like...
You find the wood nicer?
I find it, although it's harder, it's a harder step, it feels...
Oh, on foot you mean now?
Yeah. It just, I don't know, it's comfier. I find this shoe comfier. I also think because the cutouts, I know this sounds weird, but you don't have to, I find Stella's shoes very narrow, and because the cutouts, it gives you a little bit more room for your foot.
And to be quite frank, breathing space.
I'm not saying my foot spills out over the sole, because it doesn't, but you haven't got that,
it's not restricted.
Yeah, they're quite narrow. The actual shoes are narrow. I don't know, I wonder if they look more narrow. I'll get the boot. Looks narrow, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would definitely say kind of this kind of area here, you know?
Yeah. So I think that's interesting if you're looking at getting a more like limited edition. On the resale market, if you want to talk resale market, these more limited ones go for a lot more.
Did they actually?
Yeah, so I think we got a steal with these personally. I get a steal with everything. I'm a reseller. But these are reselling for about $350, $400. Okay. So you're losing about $200 off retail. Okay. Whereas the Bros, because they made so many more colorways and so many more, you can pick them up $250. Yeah. The trainers really keep their money, and the more like limited edition ones like this, like sandals with this Elyse platform.
Yep.
you have to pay up on.
I think as well, like you said, I think a lot of thing about the whole Stella McCartney vibe is they're quite limited. They're not like kind of, obviously not fast fashion anyway, they're luxury, but I'm saying across the board, I think they make a lot less than someone like Gucci, for example.
I actually think this is one of my favourite colourways ever made, and it's so funny because when they're in your fitting room, you just see them all the time. But if you bring them out, they're just so cool, aren't
Especially
they?
when you put them against something else, like you say, like a more kind of subdued shoe.
Yeah.
To be quite frank as well, you come over this with a black dress, or like we've got now, a black coat, and it just totally zhizhs. Yeah, I said zhizhs your outfit.
With like a Gucci pair of like sheer socks.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that look so nice? The GG monogram socks.
Yep.
Anyway, so that was just a short video into the sort of more limited edition sandal-esque type, just showing you another colourway of these Elyse platforms. So now you've got the boots, the brogue like shoes, and you've got like the limited edition sandally things. So if you want to watch any of those, and I'll put them in the links, the description down below, and then I'll put the comparison video in there as well. I've fully stellared out. I'm so stellared. I want to go home and curl up into a ball. Thank you.